on video, but they'll be able to hear you. So we're up. We're live on YouTube. We're going to start it up, and this one is 146 Discord Speaks.
So now will the audio from Discord come through on the YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yep.
Nice.
Yep. Yes, it will. All right. So I'm going to close this screen down, and YouTube will stay up. And all right. We ready, Discord?
We don't know. We told them to mute their.
Yeah, they muted their mics.
They actually fucking listen for one. Oh, excuse my language. I'm sorry. My bad.
Unmute your mics and let us know if you're ready to go.
What the hell? What in Sam hell?
All right, here we go.
There we go.
Ready?
I'm ready.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Freemasons podcast with your hosts, Right Worship Brother George Mudry,
Worshipful Brother Joe,
and with us tonight, nobody. Mr. Ken's got the sniffles.
Ken might be calling in though.
He might be calling in through Discord, but we are on with Discord, and they're going to be chiming in as to the benefits of Discord, benefits of Patreon, as well as what got them joined into the podcast and what they get out of Freemasonry.
So we kind of get the night off a little bit.
We do get the night off.
Sit back and
let them spew their venom.
Oh, we should let we didn't even talk about this ahead of time, but we should let Brother Danny Collins kind of be the ringleader. He could be like that guy. Who's the guy that took over for Larry King?
Yeah, Danny Collins isn't on right now.
We should have like.
I messaged
everyone. Well, Noonan can be. He's British, right? He can.
Yes.
Who's the guy that took over for Larry King? Spencer or something?
I don't know.
Piers Morgan. Yes, thank you. Noonan can run it, and he could be like the Piers Morgan.
All right. So let's start it up with Discord. Joe, why don't we give a little 411 on Discord and how you join and all that?
So in order to get exclusive access to the Discord page, you must first become a member of Patreon and support us for as little as $3 a month. There are different membership tiers, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 15, from entered apprentice all the way up to Grand Master level. And Discord is one of the many benefits you get from joining Patreon.
Yep.
This is actually the free chat function that we've touted a few times while talking about it. And in addition to all that, you also get a gold tone Freemasons podcast pin, which many of you have started to receive. They're out there, and Brother Rafferty is taking over the logistics of that. He's like our UPS man.
And thank you, Brother Raff, for doing that. Because it takes a little bit of weight off my shoulders and make me not literally go postal.
Why you got to use Raff and weight in the same sentence? That's messed up. That's messed up. He's like our UPS.
Oh shit!
I think of Raff. I think of Brown.
All right, but we're gonna get into Discord, and we're gonna start talking to the brothers. And I guess the first thing I want to do is just say that the Discord guys really are a family.
Oh yeah, functional, but a family.
One of the perks that we don't talk about is what did we start last night? Actually, well, not start, but what did we do last night?
We had a little fantasy football draft. We've got a little fantasy football league going on amongst the Discord members, and what we've all agreed to do. It's a $20 entry fee, and the pot is actually not going to go to the winner. It's going to go to the party of the winner's choice. Nice. And Brother Danny Collins has said that if a Brit comes in the top 3, he's going to match the pot.
Really?
Yeah. And we have that in writing.
Speak of the devil, he's on right now.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
So, right now, what we have is ourselves, Right Worshipful Josh Mantello from Massachusetts, Keith Noonan, Brother Rafferty, Brother Lee Musikoff, excuse me. Actually, there's a tag. So when you join Discord, you get different tags, right? So when you first come in, you're the FNG. You're in green.
The
'cause you're green.
effing new guy.
You're green behind the gills. Yes, the effing new guy. And then everybody else gets the purple tag, unless you're one of the first listeners, Gideon, who's
He has his own color, right?
got his own colors, got yellow, and
More of a gold.
yep,
Gold
and
tone.
if you are what we call the Discord patriarchs, which are the Schultz brothers,
They're gray because they're old.
They're old.
I think they may be the only people involved in this podcast older than me.
And there's one guy who's pink, and that would be our resident asshole, Danny Collins. He has his own tag as well.
We have a couple resident assholes,
We do.
just different degrees.
Bill Powell is our welcoming committee. He couldn't
Yeah.
be on too, but he's usually the one that puts up the picture of what's his name, Will Ferrell. And it says,
Yes.
"Welcome to the
Suck, right?
welcome to the effing show."
Yeah.
From
Oh yeah.
one of our patriarchs just popped on. Worshipful Master Joseph Schultz is on as well. But so I have everybody whose mics are muted. I'm sorry.
Got to be Collins mouthing off.
No, that was actually Schultz.
Oh.
Just want our listeners to know that there is a little bit of a delay on between Discord and us. So if there's a delay in between, that will be corrected when we do put this out on Apple. But for you guys listening live, it will be a slight delay.
Yeah, for you older folks out there, just remember like it was back in the day when somebody was broadcasting live via satellite.
Yeah,
There was always a couple second delay or so when you're watching them on the news. So the same thing,
Correct.
It's just like it, only different.
Right. And we have from all over. So brother Keith Noonan, he's from Great Britain. Danny Collins pretends he's from Great Britain. We have all over the United States. I'll pay for that one later.
Yeah, you will. You'll pay for it like soon. He'll just unmute and take over the show.
But I have them on mute, so I'm actually going to, when I talk to each one of them and ask them their outtake on Discord, Patreon, the podcast, just unmute your mics, and then you guys can spew. But first thing I want to know is I want to talking to the Discord guys, and we'll start from the top of my screen here. I got worshipful Josh Mantello. What got you to join? First, start getting interested in the podcast, and then what got you interested in Patreon and Discord?
This would be that delay that we were talking about. I could fill with music.
He's on.
All right, here we go.
Got him.
Yep.
No, your audio dropped out on me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we hear you.
There we go. No, I started listening. Okay, I started listening probably about 7 months down the mail here by trade. In your headphones, while you're walking. And as a Mason, I was always looking for different Masonic podcasts, and I have a group of probably 6 or 7 that I would regularly listen to. This is the only one that I do contribute to. I think what you guys are providing is a good mix of entertainment, information, good-hearted fun, but still falls within the range of Masonic and putting out good information for people who are new or interested, as opposed to just purely kind of boring educational stuff that a lot of other podcasts sometimes offer.
And what made you join Discord and Patreon? Was it the content that we put on there? And we're actually slacking on that. I got to jump
step
on
up
that.
the shenanigans.
Yeah, step up a little bit more. But what got you to join Patreon and or Discord? And what do you get out of it?
Honestly, it's the Patreon. I wanted access to the Discord. I kept hearing you guys talk about the Discord, so I said I got to see what this is all about.
Was it my little commercials?
I can understand you, but the extra content's nice. But for me, it's joining that extra community of Discord, and it's great. I wish I could talk to the brothers in my own district as much as I talk to the brothers in Discord. It's kind of an all day, every day conversation, whether it's Masonic or not, with a group of like-minded guys that you might not be able to get within your own lodges due to technological barriers.
All right, and then
Especially this year.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially this year, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's slide over here to brother Keith Noonan from Great Britain. Let's. What got you into the podcast, and what do you get out of Patreon or Discord?
Cheerio.
Discord.
Cheerio.
Tally ho, how are we all? No,
No, go ahead.
No, I was looking a while ago. What? Can you hear me all right?
The asshole with the bus backing up. Shut up.
Brother Ben, an asshole. Can you mute your mic because Keith Noonan is going right now.
His backside is reversing.
Wow.
Wide load, coming back, wide load.
Go ahead, Keith. Let's hear what you got to say.
Yeah, no, I was looking a few months ago just for something Masonic to listen to, because once you go through the chair, once you do a bit, just want something just to expand your horizons a bit. And I looked at a few, and I was just thinking through like your one, and I think the first one I listened to was with the one with Pat Miletich.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Brother Pat.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was listening to that one, and it wasn't like your normal podcast, you know what I mean? Normally it's structured and it's not much involvement with anyone else. It's all quite straight laced, and it was like, right, hang on, you can have a bit of laugh with this one. So then I went back a bit, started from scratch, and I worked up, listened to George go through his man bag, and then it's like, you know what, I'll give this a go.
If you like the Militich episode,
So, yeah,
you should have heard the one that never hit the air because we had to scrap it. That's a true
No, I've not
story.
heard that one. But yeah, no, so so that's where I kind of started listening. And myself, I'm on the road quite a lot, so you know the radio gets boring. You can listen to the same songs over and over again.
Mm.
So so that's it. Just started going through the whole lot, more or less.
Very cool. Let's slide over here to Danny Collins.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's on. It's funny. He was actually just popped up here a minute ago with his. He's got Churchill in the background. He's got.
I joined Patreon to right the wrongs. There was some gross inaccuracies about my wonderful home nation. Somebody had to put the little fella in his place. So I popped on. So I joined the club back in the UK 4 or 5 years ago. Moved over to the States, and it's a lot more kind of open and more accessible here than it is back home. So I jumped on to a couple of episodes, thought it'd be fun, and then, Jesus, I think I was one of the first 10 in Discord.
Yep.
And then we just started busting balls and hanging out, and I speak to my brothers in Discord more than I speak to my wife or people in real life. So it's been a fun thing to be a part of.
And I said before, you have the tag
Save the
of.
Queen.
Said, and you have the tag of I put you as, in all good fun, the resident asshole, because I would have to give credit to Danny
Yes,
Collins. When the new guys come in, and a lot of the new guys come in, right, and they think, all right, I'm going to start busting balls, and Danny just lays them out within the first 10 minutes. So when you come into Discord, you got to kind of tiptoe, and you got to kind of get your feet. It's a family.
It's like prison.
And Danny's like our big brother, right? He's like the big brother of when the little brother decides to start running his mouth and talking shit.
Yeah, puts
Danny
him in his place.
Puts him right in his place. So.
But it's like Danny's usually good for the fresh meat
Yep.
comments when we get a newbie coming in, and it's new Discord members lay low, chum up with somebody, and make sure they have your back. But be careful, because
It is fun too.
sometimes it's like prison. That guy your buddy up to.
And Discord is
maybe
like
your buddy.
And Discord has factions too, right? So you usually get like gang ups. You get Danny and the Schultz. They'll take on like a Lee. Or
Yeah.
it's fun though. It's all in good fun. We have a lot of fun. Danny actually was the first one who suggested to me.
My favorite nemesis is Ben.
Ben. Yes. Mine too. Love Ben. He's flipping the
Bloomy
bird on
is
the
my
camera.
favorite adversary.
But I have to give credit where credit too. Danny actually came to me. He's like, "Hey, got a question for you. Could you make a channel for freaking fantasy football?
Yeah.
Can you make a channel so we could do fantasy football?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" So I started up the channel, and believe it or not, again, we have 3, 4, 5 different channels now. We have the Mason Jar, which is our main general chat. Next, and I just want to just add that the Discord is not for the light-of-hearted.
No,
and it's not for the politically correct.
No.
So you might see something on there.
Bingo. You might see a special kind of Discord bingo.
Yes, you might see
Which
it.
we need more of that. Whoever used to do that, please find more of those.
So giving you fair warning. If you join, it's all brotherly love. It's a Masonic Discord. However, there's some non-Masonic things that happen.
Well, that's
in
why
there.
if you want straight-laced Masonic information, we have a Masonic
Yes.
information channel.
And that's the next channel I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
So you have the Mason Jar, which is just general horseplay.
Anything
Anything
goes.
happens in there.
Anything goes until somebody's feelings get hurt, and then I
Yes.
got to get involved. And, you know, I'm judge, jury. Danny Collins is the executioner.
But the one thing, yeah, don't go there if your feelings get easily offended. Me and brother Ben Blumenthal had a go at each other for a very long time because there was a political BS channel on there,
Yeah.
and then we all kind of collectively agreed that listen,
A little too much disharmony
A little too
carrying
much,
over to the
yeah.
other stuff. So.
and we kind of let it go. But one of I love having a go at brother Ben Blumenthal.
yeah,
Me and him go back and forth. So again, he refers to me as well. We'll keep it for Discord.
but it's always a very good point counterpoint. He usually
Right.
makes sense. You usually don't. But
Oh, you son of a bitch! All right, but that's the stuff that happened.
Point 2 counterpoints because George is so small.
oh wow,
All right, fair enough. So this is what happens. All right. And then I tell him to go to a safe place, and we're all good. But
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's sitting out in like Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard right now, kicking back,
exactly,
and we're up in the second floor of some hot building in
Yes.
downtown Seymour, Connecticut.
exactly.
I think he wins the day.
Yes, he does win the day. But the other channels we have on there, we have Masonic Information, which is general Masonic information. We have an EA channel. We have a Fellowcraft channel, and we don't have an MM channel because, granted, but it's not just for Masons. I want to be clear. There's many brothers who are not Masons who are part of Discord and are just interested in joining Freemasons or Freemasonry and get to know actual brothers of the
Yeah.
lodge, and they ask questions, and so there's a lot of informative side of it that happens as well. And one of the other channels that's very active, besides the whole fantasy football challenge, is the Steward's Cookbook. And that's actually where brothers will put recipes for food up there. And it's more of a, hey, listen, if I'm doing dinner at the lodge this night,
Right.
let me try
Yeah, there's
this
some
because, Danny, he makes food. Blumenthal makes food. There's a bunch of
A
them.
lot
on
of
there.
chili recipes on
Wow,
there.
there is. Yeah, you should take a lesson.
Oh,
Yeah,
well
you like
played.
that one.
Yeah,
You
that
like
was a
that
good
one.
one. That's
Well
fine.
played.
Yeah, it's about time you got one. It's only taken 3 months.
All right, so let's slide over here to Blumenthal, who's on a beach, you bastard, and let's find out why you joined, why you started listening to the podcast, and what got you to join Discord and Patreon.
Well, I was bored on my commute at work. I was sick of listening to the news and to the same 10 songs over and over. And I ended up looking at podcasts because I was listening to the Opie podcast. And I found this one. The reason why I joined the Discord is because I want to bust Danny Collins' balls.
You can try, bro. You can try.
So nobody joined because of my commercials? Damn it.
Yeah. Now, what we have to do is we have to get back into our bloopers because we haven't really done any major bloopers because most of our stuff is live. But when we do the commercials, we've had
Yeah.
a ton of bloopers.
We had some good ones lined up too, didn't
Yeah.
we? We came up with one recently.
Well, that was skits. I'm talking about the bloopers
Well, no,
of
we
when
did
Ken
it.
sits down all nice and calm
Yeah.
and he starts doing his commercial, and then he just Ken rarely drops an F-bomb.
Yeah, but we did.
Mad.
We came up with an idea for a new commercial. The Mr. Temperature Taker COVID
Yes.
responsible guy or something,
Yeah.
whatever we called it. The poor
Yeah.
bastard has to sit at the front door and make sure we're following protocols.
Yes. We'll be
So,
doing that.
We'll be doing that soon once Kenny comes back.
But anyway, brother Dan, brother Ben, what keeps bringing you back? What is one thing you enjoy most about Discord or Patreon?
Well, I have to say, if it wasn't for the Discord server, I wouldn't know all you brothers. And
Mhm.
I definitely consider you guys family. So
Absolutely.
anytime that I need anything, I can always count on you guys. And likewise, anytime that you need anything from me,
So,
I'm right there for you. That's why I keep coming. Yeah, I know. But you love it, Danny. So yeah, no, it's a good group of brothers, and everybody's friends, and everybody supports one another. And you guys are all fucking jealous because I'm sitting on a beach and you're steaming your asses off in some sort of friggin' back room.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
I was going to make a ball joke, but then I went across the camera here and I see everybody's bald. So
Maybe two of them could put their heads together and make an ass out of themselves.
well, Rafferty and Danny are the biggest ones on camera, so I'm just throwing it out there. You a big ass.
And that's got some hair hanging down there too. Dingleberries.
So let's slide over here to Worship Brother Joseph. It's one of our. Danny has hair. When did that happen? We're going to slide over here to Worship Brother Schultz, though, who's talking with his mic mute. Well,
that's because he's old.
He is old. I'm not sure if he's taken his medication today yet, but we consider him one of the Discord patriarchs.
He's one of
the
three or four, less than a half dozen Discord members that have actually come and visited and been in this room.
Mm-hmm. But Worship Brother Joe.
And we're never coming back.
Oh, now that you got your pins, you're not coming back. I see how it is.
I still don't have my pin. I don't know who's got it.
Your brother has them. I mistakenly, apparently I mistakenly texted him and said, "Hey, what's your address?" Because I had it saved in my phone the wrong way, and he just gave me his address. So I sent it to him, addressed it to Worship Brother Joe Schultz,
right?
And it's sitting in Greg's house. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't feel like giving it to him. He's gonna have to come get it."
Yep.
So it's there. He has it, and you got the little extra bonus pin in there too, because I like you better than most. But yeah, it's there.
Just make the coffee, Joe. That's all you got to do. Just make the coffee and don't do nothing else.
Go ahead.
No, but I mean, I saw you guys. I guess it was last June. I was recovering from surgery, and my brother Greg says, "Hey, you got to check this podcast out. These guys are crazy." Right? So I picked up on it from the Jack the Ripper episode, and then I think you guys were dressed up as pirates, and you're going to invade some island.
Yeah,
yes,
Charles Island, the failed Charles Island expedition.
Yeah, I thought, hey, we'll stay on here and see if these guys actually killed themselves. Came out of this island.
So wait, time out. So I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. So what I'm hearing from you is when you first listened to us, you were on drugs. You were hopped up on painkillers, and you stayed because you wanted to see if we would die.
And then he probably visited.
Yeah, Leeds, right?
Yeah.
And then he probably visited because he thought it was his Masonic obligation to make sure that we don't die.
Right. Or see a good show if we were.
We were going to see if we were actually going to make it. Yeah, we had money to see if we were going to make it to the island. But, I guess that didn't work out too well. Well, we're waiting to see what other kind of stunt you're going to pull. So then it was a boxing match with Danny, which never happened.
No, it didn't happen.
I don't know what's going on.
He pushed it out.
COVID kind of put a
camper on it. I mean, Danny isn't exactly the most non-promiscuous guy, and that's something that we two things. All right, there we go. Danny's camera's loading, so he's clearly up to something. Yep. Look at his face. But Danny,
he's scheming something.
Yeah, he's staying. He's got his arms crossed. He's sitting there. He's focusing in on me. Like, what are you going to say next, stupid?
I gotta tell you, for a tough guy, he sounds like one of the Gibb brothers, like Andy Gibb, Barry Gibb, one of the Bee Gees.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know what one of the Bee Gees sound like?
No.
You know who the Bee Gees are?
How old are you again?
You know, come on, the Bee Gees are. Stop it! Everybody knows the Bee Gees. Saturday Night Fever, Staying Alive. I've seen you in your white suit and black shirt.
What?
Yeah. 2T.
So let's talk about the boxing match between Danny Collins and myself. All right. This started off with how did it start, Danny? I think it was actually I posted a video on Discord of me punching the punching bag, and then Danny said basically, "I'll fight you." And then we started this whole thing where we were going to have a boxing match, and then I don't remember how it morphed into the British military against the Marines,
and then came the ice cream,
and then
came the Magnum
ice cream video. of Danny sitting on the couch eating ice cream, saying "Anytime you're ready, Marjorie" or whatever, which was hysterical. I couldn't. I literally, my stomach hurt from laughing after watching that.
Well, what I
video.
thought was even funnier was I think it was Devaney did us a solid and slowed it down.
Yeah, he slowed it down.
Put it in slow motion. That was like I watched that at least 100 times. At least 100 times.
Yeah, I literally watched it. Like if I was like feeling like on a shitty day, like I'm like, oh man, I gotta go to work. I would pop that on and just watch freaking Danny go, "Anytime you're ready, Marjorie," with a mouthful of ice cream, and I fucking lost it every time.
That's how it sounded in the slow mo.
And I fucking lost it every time I watched it. But we were actually going to do a boxing match, which isn't.
I don't think it's off the
I don't
table.
think it's off the table, right, Dan?
Anytime, any place, little legs. Anytime.
Doing a boxing match, amateur. What are we doing? 10 rounds, 3 minutes, right?
You guys aren't going to last 10 rounds. Are you kidding me? You're lucky if you could do 3 2-minute rounds.
But we were actually going to do a boxing match and raise money for charity. It was actually what we were going to do. I think this also came about when I talking about, I think a while ago, I was talking about, this is how it actually started, when I was talking about taking a punch from a kangaroo, not realizing that a kangaroo was in a wallaby. And
Don't mess you up.
No, I'm not fighting a kangaroo.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
But so yeah, that's still partially on the table once all this COVID stuff's done and over with, and we can cross state lines without having to be put in the hot box for 2 weeks. Right, let's move on. Let's go over to let's see here, Brother Lee. What made you get interested in the podcast, and what also got you into Discord and Patreon?
Well, what got me interested in the podcast was a mention that Brother Scott Walter had on his Twitter page about an interview he had just done with you guys. I'm like, oh, let me go check it out. At the time, I had been inactive from Masonry for about 5 years. I was contemplating demitting. And then when I started listening to you guys, that changed it 180. I got re-involved. I'm the education officer for my lodge. I joined the right. I'm joining the line for the next Masonic year. And I have met brothers on here who are like family. And it's a great group of guys that I never would have met any otherwise. I mean, I love irritating Danny. I love debating with Ben. And it's an awesome group of guys, and I'm looking forward to being the spoiler in the fantasy football season.
I also want to just add to that. So Worship Brother Greg was supposed to be part of this fantasy football, and he missed the ringing bell or whatever. So I inherited his team.
Pretty good team.
And it's projected to win the whole thing.
Yeah, just like Hillary Clinton. Don't worry about it.
Now, careful. Ben's on here. We'll get start crying.
It was projected to win.
Crying. He'll have to hold up his stress card and run to his safe space.
Can't always believe the polls. That's why they play the games.
Right. So let's get into Worship Brother Corey Lady. He just popped on here. And we're going to ask him, what got you into the podcast? What got you into our Discord and Patreon? And what do you get out of it? And Ben is now on the boardwalk, it looks like, with a mask on and flip me the bird.
Soliciting. Never mind. Hey, baby, what a day. Just don't go over any bridges in the car with Brother Ben Blue.
Corey Lady's half stuck. So we'll go over here to, I think
Doc Holliday is on.
I think Doc Holliday's on. Brother Holiday, are you listening? Are you live? Or are you just kind of sitting here?
By the way, don't mess with him. I saw in Discord, like if he challenges you to a fight, say no. Because he was a boxer and his father was a Golden Gloves champ. I believe that was him. He's not. No. He could referee. Nobody's challenging him.
About? You, sir.
I'll fight him.
Is that Doc Holliday?
That would be
It is.
Yeah.
Was it you that were saying your father was a Golden Gloves champion?
My dad built bombs for the Air Force, and he's broke as hell now.
Oh. Well, at least he's throwing bombs one way or another. Somebody was saying that they're it was one of the newbies.
And Holiday, you're actually brother Holiday. You're actually you're active military, correct?
I am.
Nice. So, what got you into the podcast, and then what also got you into Discord and Patreon?
Well, my supervisor is a Mason, and he had all of his tools posted on his desk. I got curious, asked the question, he fanned the flame, and I started doing as much research I could into the fraternity to see if it was something I wanted to do. And came across the podcast eventually, listened a lot, decided to support. Right now, I'm kind of minding my own business in the mason jar. But don't worry. Soon enough, I'll have enough dirt on everyone.
It's smart. You know,
I have to ask.
Pick your spots.
You are also in the Air Force, correct?
Oh, yeah.
I can tell.
Oh,
You-
here we go.
No
That's
ball
not
busting.
military.
No ball busting. Actually, his mic is phenomenal. So you can tell that the Air Force has the best technology.
Yeah, well, they go.
That's why you can barely hear Danny.
They go into space and things.
But
Just care about my quality.
there he is. Oh, he's got some serious tech.
He's got better mic quality
He's
than
got
we
better.
do.
He's got the windscreen in front of the Nano. Wow, holy shit, that's impressive. Wow.
Well, keep contributing to Patreon, and perhaps one day we'll get.
I'm scared to leave the building now. He's going to order a freaking drone strike with what he's got here on the desk here. Holy shit. But so what do you get out of Patreon Discord?
I get to listen to you guys and watch you guys talk shit with each other. Oh,
No, you're
No,
fine.
you're good.
You're good. Trust me. I've dropped the
no, it is fun to see all the trash talking. I find it funny that Danny's a Brit that plays American fantasy football. Just another way that we won, but you know.
Oh, shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh.
He picks a public forum to take his first shot. God bless him. God bless him.
I'll see you in Discord, brother.
Oh man, that's awesome. Wow.
But yeah, my commute's about 30 minutes either way, so usually that's enough time to knock out a podcast, and I do that every day.
Nice. Well, happy to have you. You're fairly new to Discord. Is it everything you expected of it?
Nah,
No.
I was expecting more ribbing.
Oh, really?
You told me to have thick skin, and look, I'm from a maintenance environment. We talk smack all the time.
All right. Well,
Challenge accepted.
Danny Collins. I was just gonna say,
Brother Danny, unleash the hound.
You just took a shot at Danny, so buckle up.
On my command, unleash hell. Go get him, Danny.
We have a new target.
Do it.
Let's slide over here to Washer Brother.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Let's slide over here to Washer Brother Corey Lady. What got you into the podcast, and what got you into Discord, and what do you get out of it, and that and Patreon?
What do I get out of it? The camaraderie, the group itself, and connecting with brothers from around not only the nation but also the world.
Except Ben. Right.
Extend that.
Except Ben.
Oh, instead of Danny Jr. What got me into it? I was looking for something regarding Masonic podcast, and yours was the first one that popped up. So I listened to the first couple of episodes, and I think I joined your group around episode 5 or 6.
Oh, so you started at the beginning and still decided to join. Good for you. Good for you.
And I also just want to say to everybody, yeah, I got banned off Facebook. I didn't block any of you. Uh-oh.
Hey, just like those original episodes, all the tech issues.
It's like Ken. Think we're losing brother Corey. Sterling, are you on? We'll try again with Corey in a minute once his audio pops back on. But brother Sterling, are you listening? Because I know there's some brothers who were on the free chat listening to our conversations, but I know they said they weren't going to chime in. But if brother Sterling is on, you could pop in here at any point in time. I know he's at work too. Make
sure you hit up Devaney too if he's on. I saw him pop up on YouTube.
Devaney. He's not up there.
He's on YouTube. Devaney, if you're still watching on YouTube, get on the free chat. We'd love to hear from you.
Oh, he was? I didn't see him pop on here. But one thing that I get out of the whole Discord thing is, with COVID happening and lodges being shut down and everything, you really haven't had brotherly, conversation or even just on a basic level. I mean,
intercourse? Brotherly intercourse?
I guess you could say that. Just never mind. Leaving it alone. But, Discord and talking to all these brothers from all over the place was awesome. It keeps me entertained. I see Rafferty's driving. I don't know. He just popped on. So
I honestly think it got some of our brothers through some rough times and helped them kind of keep their sanity while all this crap was going on.
Absolutely. But a lot of our other Discord guys and Patreon guys they're not on right now. But it's cool that you brothers popped on and having a conversation. So let's give these guys who are listening and watching on YouTube or are going to be listening on Apple, let's give them a little bit of taste of what really happens in the Mason Jar channel. So I'm going to let brother Danny start this one off and do your worst.
Is everybody going to turn on their mics at one time?
Brothers, I'm busy. I'm about to rain a world of hurt on holiday, so give me a minute.
Well, we'll just do it. We're actually at do it live.
Here we go. Yep, do it live. I want all of Discord to unmute your mics and just have at it with each other.
I think there's the delay is back.
You mentioned that Jamie has hair. Well, there was a donation of hair follicles, and out of the goodness of my heart, I gave him some. Since I'm the furriest guy on Discord.
I was going to say, did they come from your back? They
came from
back, sack, and crack
of my body.
That's funny. If you guys can put put it onto push to talk if you can. So when you go into the Freemason podcast free chat, you have two options. You can either do push to talk or you can just do open mic. So it's much easier to hear each other, so you're not stepping on each other if you do push to talk. So it works much better. But that was funny.
My back, my sack.
Hey, some of these guys are kind of difficult for them to figure that out.
Well, I mean, they signed up for Discord, so they're all in a sense kind of slow. So,
well, it's true, especially. I'll leave it alone. They're paying customers.
If they started dropping money, the Freemasons podcast will be off the air next month.
That's okay. We'll pimp George out.
Oh, you son of a
Exodus.
We'll put him in the leprechaun costume.
Me?
I think corner.
Of the 3-4 of us, actually, me, you, Raph, Ken, I don't think Ken would survive too long. I mean, Ken's the most tender of us all. I mean,
really? You're squirrely though. You'll get yourself
but I'm
better at that.
So I'm a honey badger. I'm small, but I'm squirrely. If
some
you will.
people like.
Right? Ken is tall and just okay. I'll hold your pocket. I can make fun of him. He's not on Discord,
right.
So you know what?
Hey, if you're not on Discord, who likes small now?
What's that?
You said some people like small. I said, can you actually name somebody who likes small?
I
could, but I'm not gonna go there. We leave wives and stuff out of this, so I'm not
gonna go there either because family is out of we're not allowed to use family as part of a show.
Yes, yeah, family is off bounds.
Well, I mean, people who like small. I mean, Ben, how you doing? Are you
Wow.
I know he's on the beach. He's got his little Corona mask on, so I seen him. He was floating around.
Yeah, wearing a mask in public.
I know, right?
Like, you're
Who does that?
outside. Why?
I don't know. If I'm wearing a mask because I'm robbing somebody, I'm just.
Yeah.
Or you're wearing your
Fucking-
gimp outfit.
I think Danny dropped a fuck somewhere in there, and then he muted his mic. And then he muted his mic shortly after, which means he's looking for stuff on holiday and gearing up for a freaking war, and he probably couldn't find what he was looking for. You know, actually, when we were in free chat not too long, it was me, brother Corey Lady, Glenn Blumenthal. We were having a discussion about guns and just talking just in general about firearms and stuff like that. We've had multiple conversations about lodge, not in lodge. I mean, granted, COVID right now is the hot topic. We generally try to stay away from politics, I think, for the most part, in the chat. Yeah, recently. But we've talked about
Well,
it, right?
some of us are trying to stay away from politics.
Some of us. Well, I'm learning my lesson. Because Facebook threw me off. So I'm no longer allowed to talk about him anymore, clearly on Facebook or Messenger or anything anymore. I got thrown off. Oh, see, I was originally going to make fun of Ben Blumenthal because of his mask, but now that I see it's a Patriots mask, it's acceptable. Say you've raised a couple points in my book there, Worship Brother Ben. He's wearing the Patriots.
Did you do that just for George to make him feel better?
See, Ben can't talk because he's got the mask on, and I think he's walking, so he's got his mic muted, but I'm not sure. He said if he made me feel better. It did make me feel better because now I have to actually be nice to Ben now. I can't bust his balls anymore. I really feel bad for Holiday, though.
It's going back and forth. Right now, it's kind of it's kind of an even draw right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and that's in the
But I see
the Mason Jar chat, right? And that's all text.
Yeah, it's all the text. It's in there. But I kind of see before Brother Danny gets upset with me. I see the dance. I know what's going on. While I say it's kind of even right now, I see the dance.
So he's baiting him, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully you boys can hear me, but the reason why I'm wearing the Patriots mask is because Danny loves to live in the past. So he has Tom Brady, he has Gronk, he has the American Revolution. All three things he's lost.
Wow.
So unlike the worshipful brother, I picked strategically, and when my starting quarterback and a receiver out on a bye, I have a backup.
Living
I'm
in
like
the
the
past.
shallow team that has 5 fucking Patriots fans.
Tampa
Then you're an
Bay
idiot.
Buccaneers
Suck a dick.
never win. They suck. They always suck. Don't worry, they will continue to suck even with Brady, who's age 50 at this point. Yeah, older than Schultz.
Brother Keith, I see you're popping out over here in the corner. So I know I don't think you're in the whole fantasy football thing, but how do you feel like coming from again Great Britain, right? He's over in England, right? Like, what did you when you jumped in and seen all these Americans just going at it about crazy stuff? Like, what was your thoughts?
Sorry, say that again, mate.
Talking about when you popped onto Discord and started joining. What was your thoughts on all the Americans kind of just having a go at each other?
Oh, his fingers in your ears and all the bullshit. God, and wait for Danny to pipe up with some sense. But no, to be fair, you learn a lot. You learn a lot of it's rubbish.
Right.
To be fair, guns and stuff. But no, it's all good laugh.
So
what I'm hearing is like after listening, you were kind of, please, sir, may I have some more?
In a true Oliver fashion, yes.
Brother Lee is usually Brother Keith, can you mute your mic? Brother Keith, can you mute your mic? So we're getting a little bit of reverb here. But Brother Lee is usually the ass of many jokes, and you and
could have just stopped at ass, but you can continue.
You and Danny had a go at it one time.
Yeah, we did.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, I got my head handed to me.
But you know what? I respect you for coming back. A lesser man would have just taken the 10 count and bowed out, but you handled yourself well, so I can respect that. I thought we'd never see you again.
Danny is just a big teddy bear who likes to portray that he's mean.
Fuck off, sailor.
Wow. The last time I had a Brit say that to me, wow, Danny, you don't look anything like her. I'm sorry.
Was she Filipino?
No, she wasn't.
Last time he heard somebody say that to me, he was covered in semen. He heard somebody say that. Seaman.
I know seaman. People on boats. Yeah, it's seaman.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Oh man, one of the we have talked. I've talked to Danny, and I've talked to a couple of the other British brothers. Actually, Leeds Light, they're not on Discord and everything, but like when we talk about like in the Masonic Information Channel, I freaking love like the differences between the way lodges do things, like in other countries and stuff. Even the Aussies and everything, they do completely different rituals and stuff. And that's one cool thing that I got out of the Masonic Information channels when we were talking about like, no, we don't do it this way. We do it this way. The only thing I challenge for anybody or I tell anybody who wants to join Discord, and I say 3 things. These are my 3 rules. Don't take anything personal. Be prepared because you're going to come under attack.
Yeah.
And number 3, guard the West Gate. And don't say anything, don't give up any secrets, because we do have Discord members who are not Masons. Right. So you do have to still be careful in Discord. It's not only for Masons, it's for people interested in Freemasonry.
It's not tiled.
It's not tiled.
So treat it like any other non-tiled public event.
I know we do have women who listen to the podcast, not many, but a few that listen to the podcast. I don't know, believe it or not, I actually went and I could see the analytics of like what the podcast listens on, what type of phone, and what particular Apple or Spotify or whatever. Yeah. But it also breaks it down into men, women, or it doesn't know. And I think it's like 18% women.
Huh.
That's
actually pretty high.
It's pretty high considering. So we've talked about do we allow women in, do we not allow women in, and being careful. I'm just going to say this:
you pay $3 a month, you're in.
We've had this discussion. Part of it was no, part of it was yes. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because Discord is a family, and Discord is, in a sense, the way I look at it is our community.
Mm-hmm.
You pay in the money, you do have a voice. So if there's something in Discord that the Discord guys don't like or don't want, we basically have a collective kind of vote. I mean, granted, yes, we have kind of the final say, but it's not. It's more of a democracy than you think.
We'll take it under advisement.
We'll take it under advisement, and we'll act from there.
Duly noted.
We'll do it from that. For instance, perfect example: the Political Bullshit channel.
Yes,
there were multiple people who said this needs to go away. We need to not have it. I think Danny was actually one of the first that reached out to me and said, yeah, no, we got to take this down. And then there was other brothers.
I said Ben needs to go away.
No, but it was kind of something that we all talk about. So the reason why I'm saying this is because, I mean, realistically, everybody hits. You can't hit me up through Messenger anymore because Facebook. Thanks, Zuckerberg. So, and very few people have my cell phone number that talk to me. But if you want to talk to any of the guys on the podcast or any of the members of Discord, this is the place to find them. If you got questions or something you want to talk about,
we get direct messages on here all the time. Especially, you have your 3 rules. I have my 2 rules.
Yep.
Of 1, don't be an asshole. 2, mind your business. And there's some times where I won't call it an appeal, but there's somebody wants an official to take a look at the videotape and see if there's been a violation of one of those rules. And we usually talk about those things offline.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever asked for that. Nobody asked for that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You and I have had the discussion, and I had to actually issue an interpretation to defend, of all people, Jim Devaney a couple weeks ago, where I had to review the transcript and determine he was not being an asshole. And I actually defended him on that.
So you were like Maury Povich.
Yes.
You were like Maury Povich with the glasses.
And the test reveals you are not an asshole. This time. This time. But no, we have some good side conversations. And it's just sometimes we're plotting to gang up against another brother. Like, hey, we got some good material here. You take this one, I'll take this one, and
that does happen.
That does happen. Yet deny that one, Danny Collins. But it's fun. That's a good way to really get some good counsel on certain things.
So then the reason why I bring this up is because if there's a topic, I know somebody reached out to me not too long ago, say I want you to get back into the esoteric stuff.
Yeah, I do recall
that's your wheelhouse. So you can start doing your research on that, because esoteric, dabble a little bit, talk about the
well, you tend to
tablets, or I talk about this, that, and everything, but I don't get into the Masonic esoteric aspect of it too much.
You tend to not embrace things you can't spell, so
that too. Nice.
Yeah,
dick.
No, but even on we had a good conversation. I think it was 2 nights ago, and then I'm an old man and go to bed early, so I had to bow out. But me and Right Worshipful Brother Josh, and I think it was Bill Powell, were involved in a conversation of. We won't go back and forth, but the topic was, can you be a great Mason and not know ritual? And it was a great topic, and there were different sides and different feelings, but it was all very respectful, and it was a really good debate, because those are debates that happen in lodges, happen in your lodge room. Those type of things get discussed. So this is a lot of times it just becomes a virtual lodge room, or at least a virtual discussion.
Good movie I actually watched was called The Hitman's Bodyguard, right? And one of the quotes that Samuel L. Jackson said in the movie was, who is more evil, the man who does evil or the man who protects the man who does evil? What's worse? And to your point, it's that these are good esoteric topics or conversation pieces, but if there's something you want to hear or whatever, I mean, realistically, unfortunately, now that Zuckerberg basically zucked me,
you should put that on a t-shirt. I've been zucked.
But if you want to reach out to any of the podcast guys, this is the place to do it. And on top of that, you get the pleasure of getting your balls busted by Danny Collins, and a bunch of the other brothers on here that all kind of have a go at each other. I took a shot at Right Worshipful Josh a little while ago because freaking UPS keeps screwing me on my pins. So he put his head down. So I took a shot at him, like, what's going on? Like
UPS.
Excuse me. USPS. Excuse me.
That's funny, because all my pins landed in their rightful place, except for.
Can't even get the name right. You gotta put it in the proper packaging, man. That's all. Stop being cheap on the envelopes.
I actually got the.
You can't reach a letterbox.
Gotta read the what?
New pins will be going out this week.
Yeah.
George can't reach a letterbox. That's the problem.
Nice.
All right.
Story.
You shut up. I hear you. That's funny. But yeah, Rafferty, they're in his possession yesterday, and Rafferty got to check out my my toy, we'll call it, my blackout. Yeah, you get to see that. He was.
Whoa! Let's go a little easy there.
I thought it was the other toy that you've been showing everybody.
No.
And it really is a toy.
Can the two of you do that on YouTube's camera?
Do what?
Show George's toy?
Play with each other's toy.
That's going to cost more than $3 a month.
Oh, that's funny.
We'll have to open up what is the new rage, the OnlyFans or whatever is the new social media platform.
After seeing your
my dance,
your dance that you did to the Buffalo Bill song, I'm good.
That was one of the best skits ever, if I do say so myself. It keeps finding its way onto our page. Somebody keeps pinning it to the top or makes it our banner or whatever.
Speak of other Brits, we have other Nathan Moss in the house.
Oh, we haven't heard from him in a while.
We haven't heard from him in a while. What rock you been hiding under?
My phone's broke, so I didn't have Discord on it, and it wasn't until like a week ago that I realised you could get Discord as an app on your computer.
If anybody needs a translation, please let me know.
You keep that rest.
So I had a question for you, brother Nathan. We were talking to the other Discord guys. What got you into the podcast? What got you into Discord, and what keeps bringing you back?
I think for Discord, it's the low price of $3 a month. It keeps me here. What got me into the podcast? I'd say between applying to be a Mason and then going through to my EA, I was searching for stuff to keep me interested because it was quite a long period where I was waiting to do my initiation, and I was just searching for stuff, and I was trying to search for stuff that wasn't giving things away, like telling you like stuff about the ritual or whatever, and I just stumbled across you guys on about episode 3, I think.
Yeah, episode 3, I think, was the 5 different types of Masons. There are 5 different types of men personalities that join Masonry. The 5 different personalities. How's the baby, by the way?
Yeah, she's good. She's sleeping, which is good. So she's all the way through now. She's doing that.
It's amazing what
10 hours a night, so it's good.
I was actually talking about Gideon, but have you talked to Gideon lately? I haven't talked to him in a long time. So.
Every now and again, probably every couple of weeks, I speak to him, just check up on him. Obviously, with everything that's going on, he's a doctor, isn't he? So it's busy, very busy. And then it was his last year this year.
Tell him to call home every
exams and stuff. So.
Tell him to call home every once in a while. Mom and Dad miss him. That's us.
I don't hear from him unless he's sending me stupid pictures, and it's a bit like this group really. So.
What we should do with Gideon is a lot of us are friends with him on Facebook. We should just pick like a random time on a random day, and everybody just send him like a stupid picture, so he'll get like 30 or 40 at once.
Make sure it's middle of the night for him as well.
Yeah.
And just blow up his phone with just stupid things.
Also, brother Nathan.
Yeah, do it at like 10 p.m. your time, and that's like 4 a.m. for him.
Perfect.
Also, let him know that I got my ass booted off Facebook. So if he's trying to reach out to me, I got thrown off Facebook. I got zucked, so which is fine. I don't care.
Gary asked why.
He
violated rule number 1.
I was part. It's actually another podcast that I also do. I was part of an organization that was banned off Facebook. Me being a state officer of that organization.
Terrorist militia.
No, it's not terrorist militia. But I do another podcast.
Is this George Antifa Mudry I'm speaking to?
No, other side.
Other side.
Turn right, not left.
I'm part of another organization that was thrown off of Facebook and banned because they were deemed antagonists, terrorists. Whatever the hell Facebook decides to start labeling people. Realistically, it's a group of patriots, but whatever the case may be, me being a state officer of Connecticut, boom, I'm gone. So, but anyway, that's for a whole nother General Hospital episode. But yeah, no, I'm no longer on Facebook.
You make fun of me being old and making old references, and you bring up goddamn General Hospital. Seriously?
It's still an ongoing show, though. It wasn't canceled back in the 60s.
You should have been canceled in the 60s.
I made it to the 80s. I wasn't even in liquid form in the 60s.
Dad should have pulled out.
It's like 20 years too early. God. Actually, I think my father was born in 69, I think. So I don't even think my father was in liquid form at that point. You were like, what, 13?
Your dad was not born 3 years before me. Shut up. Shut up. I've met your father. He was not born in 1969. Jackass.
I was setting up the joke for her, but yeah, no, my father was born in 69. HR's giving me dirty looks. So, I'm like,
if we were on Discord, I'd go hold.
What's that? Brother Nathan, what'd you say?
No, we got that satellite.
No, he's drinking beer.
Oh.
That's the problem. He's paying.
Drinking anything good?
I don't know. It's English. How good can it be?
They make some good beer.
Actually, it's actually American.
Really? What are you drinking?
So I signed up to a company called Beer 52, and they send you like different themes every month, and this month's theme is American. It's mainly craft stuff, so it's like small breweries. So
cool.
Nothing major. There's just 2 bottles of Boston Lager in there, but all the other ones are small brewery stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, we break. We have a lot.
Ginormous?
Yeah, we break. We have a lot. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is it Joe Normus you're drinking?
Joe Normus, yeah. Joe Normus, yeah. That's a good one. People just can't get their fill of that one.
Yeah, God, we have a go about being from different nations. We make fun of the Aussies. We make fun of Gideon riding his bicycle and getting high in Amsterdam and all kinds of stuff that we talk about.
I've seen that bike.
I'm sorry.
I've seen that bike.
But we have a go at each other when it comes to different nation and everything. But we fly all the flags of everybody who sends them of different nations or whatever. Yeah, Nippy is from where the hell is he from?
I'm going to tell you right now, though, if the Aussies don't start making more of a presence, it's coming down.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'll light it up. Go in downtown Seymour and burn the Australian flag. That'll confuse the crap out of people. That'll confuse the crap out of people.
We're going to be like,
wait, what?
What?
Is that the British flag? Oh, wait, no, it's a cheap copy of one.
Wow. Oh, shit. But
if they were listening, they'd be offended.
Burning flags of our allied nations, especially ones that have a decent number of Masons in them.
See, this is the problem with Brother Lee.
Takes everything
Sometimes he
too serious.
talks, you can't understand a word he says. He's talking,
Right.
stringing words together. Then you're sitting there like, what the hell did it even mean?
It's like watching a Joe Biden interview.
Careful, Ben's on. We'll make him run to his safe space. Oh, God. And I see all the cameras.
George couldn't understand me.
The minute you made a comment, I see like 3 people's cameras throw on. That was funny as shit. Oh, God. That made me freaking laugh. Oh, I see Ben Blumenthal's camera because like what it does is like when they're on mute, it just shows like their icon or the symbol that they choose, and then like
when they go to say
when they go to put their camera on, so they're either going to flip the bird or do something like that. It's just circles, and I just see like a bunch of circles pop up. Like, oh shit, here it comes. That was funny though.
Arming torpedo.
But
I thought Brother Ben was going to throw it after he was getting so upset.
You thought he was what?
How can I get upset when
I thought he was going to throw his camera
sitting on the boat?
Yeah, how could he be upset
his
when he's
face
sitting
is a bit red, though. He must be mad.
Bloomy must be hanging out at like the Kennedy compound or something out on. Just don't get in the car with Uncle Ted.
Oh my God!
Thanks for being out with Jean-Francois Carey.
Jean-Francois Carey, is that the guy that hangs out by the downstairs
I'm
by
on a bigger
Jimmy's?
boat than he ever was in the Navy.
Oh shit!
This is when we just sit back and say nothing.
Yeah. Sometimes it's fun to just sit there and watch the feed. Don't get involved. Just watch the shots that go back and forth. One thing I'm going to do before we do sign off, and
that's Charles Bronson.
Charles who? Manson?
Bronson, I think he said.
Oh, I thought he was calling
Death Wish.
No, I thought he was calling Lee, Brother Lee, Charles Manson. Have you ever looked at Brother Lee?
Yeah, he looks like Messner.
Who looks like
Bronson, not Charles Manson?
I would have agreed with you.
Oh, you do.
I got my head got shorn and I trimmed my beard.
Yeah, for a while there though. Not gonna lie, you started to look like Manson just there.
Lee could be Rocco's long lost brother.
Oh my God, that's
separated at birth. Somebody make a meme. Rocco and brother
Danny,
Lee.
get on it.
Get on it, please. Thank you. Dan.
Rocco is also a member of Hair Club for Men. He doesn't have the furriness that I do. My wife has called me Wookiee on more than one occasion.
That's funny. It's not what she calls me.
You mean Rookie? It's just a heavy Vietnamese.
It's not what she calls me.
No, Wookiee. She knows the difference.
Oh,
she's also said hair.
Danny liked that one.
The furriness.
Anyway, before we sign off here on Discord and on the podcast, because we're reaching about an hour mark, but one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load the charge of cannons and hopefully everybody on Discord also has cannons that they can charge.
Do you have a cannon to charge?
Because we're going to do a.
Oh, by the way, before we do the toast, before we wrap it up,
yeah,
we actually have a Discord member in the room that would perhaps like to say a little something. HR is in the room, so if HR would like to say, you're a Discord member, no? Yes. Okay, would you like to say something? Okay.
Otherwise, you would. Otherwise, you would. Brothers, right hand to arms.
To arms.
Brothers, right hand to
Take
arms.
a beer up, mate.
Arms. Arms. Ready.
Ready.
Ready. Aim.
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 Aim. Fire. Good fire. Fire all. Fire. Together, brothers. Together, brother. Vivat. Vivat. Vivat.
Christ, that was like the Salvation Army.
Salvation Army. Yeah, we got a little bit of a delay, but hey, we pulled it off.
Flashback to when
That was
Kenny.
like an Air Force.
Oh boy.
What was that? Not in the Air Force.
That's funny.
Little
You
bit.
need a better mic.
Yeah.
I can use to pay bills.
I look.
You paid his internet connection.
The internet.
Is that
is
Ringo
fat.
Starr that just was talking? I didn't realize it was
Our
Ringo
internet,
Starr.
actually, I got the highest internet that's possible. If you guys could just mute your mics one more time so we don't have the feedback, if you don't mind. Awesome. Yeah, I got the highest internet, so I pay a good penny for this internet. So ours is fast.
Should have got the highest stool.
Feel better.
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
But anyway, we're going to sign off, and we're going to keep the Discord going so we can talk to the Discord guys afterward, but we're going to shut down the podcast. So for the Freemasons podcast, I am Right Worshipful Brother George Mudgery signing off.
Worshipful Brother Joe signing off.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night.
Brother Rap signing off.
I already hung up, you bitch. No, I'm no, it's still live, Raph. I'm just screwing around. All right. I'm ending the YouTube live feed, and